Hello, 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 my lovey lovies. Welcome back. This is part 2 of my 3-part video for today. I hope you guys are still doing well. If you haven't already watched my video, then how about a fun question for the day? If you had a boat, what would you name it? Think about it. Think about it. Let's go on with today's video. Today we'll be talking about the rhythm tree. We will talk about how to read rhythms on notes. So we're going to assume that all of this is in 4/4 time. 4/4 time. So the quarter note gets the beat. And there's 4 beats per measure. 4 beats to measure. Measure. And the quarter note gets the beat. Gets beat. So what does that mean? Quarter note gets the beat. Well, in 4/4 time, you can say that there are 4 beats per measure. And then how do you get 4 to 4? Well, you have to use quarter notes. But you don't know what that means yet, so let's talk about it. First, this is a whole note. A whole note in 4/4 time gets 4 beats. Now, in 4/4 time, you can assume that it's divisible by 2. So, half of 4 is 2. We call this a half note. And it gets 2 beats. What's half of a half note? It's a quarter note. Quarter note gets how many? 1. Half of a quarter note is an eighth note. How many beats does an eighth note get? What's half of 1? 1/2. What's half of a 16th note? I mean an eighth note. It's a 16th note. 16th. And that gets 1/4 because 1/2 of 1/2 is 1/4. So let's talk about this. Top thing you can get is a whole note. That's the top basic, rhythm 101. Doesn't get any higher than that right now. Whole note, 4 beats. Divisible by 2, half note. Then you break into 2 half notes. 2 half notes can go into 1 quarter note. So 1 quarter note, I mean 1 whole note. Let's talk about it. If you were doing it in time. 1, 2, ready. Da. Da. That is a whole note. A whole note gets all 4 beats of the quarter notes. Half note. 1, 2, ready. Do. Do. So it gets 2 beats per measure. Do. Rest. Do. Rest. Quarter note. Quarter note's 1 beat per measure. 1, 2, ready. Do. Do. You want to go all the way until the next finger snaps. You do not want to cut it off short. Because if you cut it off short, you're singing an eighth note. An eighth note is 1/2 of 1/2 of 1 whole, I mean. So 1, 2, ready. Do. Do. So you see I cut it off just halfway between 2 snaps. 1/16 note. 1/16 note is 1/4 of a quarter note, which is half of this. So 1, 2, ready, and do. Do. Boom. Those obviously can change. It's not always going to be do, because it'll change depending on time, length, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole bunch of things. So don't just assume that a quarter or a 16th is always going to be do, because it could go do. But that's a lot for right now, because this is just basic 101. So, I hope you guys understand this. This totally makes sense. I hope this does. If it doesn't make any sense, so sorry about that. Please ask me any questions. So technically, if you were to be able to read this, if you understand this, you can get the basics down. I hope the best for you.